mods, make a comment, please. I need to know how many mods I have in here right now.
One second, my kiddo just woke up.
Yeah, no, take your time because I want to make sure I have enough mods. I want to be able to keep this public, but I know people are going to come in here and talk shit, right? So I need, okay, Football Mommy's here and Pedro's here. Toasted is here. Do I have any other mods in here? Just the three of you guys? We need to do this for TikTok. I want people to be able to express their feelings and make comments, but we need to control the comments. I don't want it to get fucking ugly in here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because since I'm in a box too, some people that may not follow you may come in as well.
Right. Okay, you're here. It's too early for you, but I know you'll be waking up soon. Okay. All right. Hero Mommy, I'll add you. Who else volunteered? Tia Marie, I'll add you. Guys, I'll add you. What was that? 3, so I got 6. Bree, did I add you already? I think I did. No, we'll add Bree. Daisy's here too. Okay. Yeah, just know, right, if you get unmodded later on down the road, please don't take that personal, right? Please do not take that personal. Any nasty comments at all, mute for the whole entire live. Don't even give them a second option with this live, right? They can't come in here and fucking behave themselves. They don't get a voice. Why is my phone not charging?
I'm gonna stay on mute until a couple more people come in, just so I don't have to repeat my. I mean, I'm gonna do it again probably later on my live, and then probably go to Door or T's live later because I know not everybody's awake in the morning. Is
Right.
it too loud right now? Can you hear all the construction? Should I go somewhere else? Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, I don't think so. I hear you. Oh, I'm unplugged. That's why it's not charging. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I have to get a different charger, guys, because my phone is not charging for some fucking reason. There it goes. Okay. Hey, two, don't you know if I can stay? It's sub live. No, this is a public live. Everybody is welcome. Hold on one second, honey. Okay. Everybody is welcome. We're going to talk about some things. If you're not nice in the comments, you're going to get muted for the whole entire live. You could sit down and be quiet and listen.
Can we also, if you guys can you guys invite all of the hair junkie accounts, like not his actual accounts, but all like the hair junkies doorbell, hair junkies wine glass. There is an account that I saw yesterday that really kind of made me feel some type of way, and I apologize if someone is behind it, but it said hair junkies last cigarette. I don't know. I just feel like that's morbid, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't never seen that account. I think that's a newer account created, which is kind of morbid if you ask me as well. All right, bye, babe. Have a good day.
No, Megan, that account's been around for a while, and he enjoyed that account because
Oh, he
he
did.
would always say, "All right, one more. This will be my last cigarette before." So no, that
Okay, thank you
yeah,
for explaining that because I
yeah,
saw that and I was like, what?
yeah. No, I know, and I get that because yeah, no, I totally do. So I
All
just
right.
wanted to say that because I
Well,
don't think it's
thank you for
unrealistic.
explaining that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that because I don't think I've ever seen that account. So, what's up, honey?
Good morning.
Good morning.
What did I miss?
Nothing. We haven't gotten started yet. You missed
Okay.
me folding laundry. You
No,
missed me
I
making
seen
my
it earlier, but
hair
you
done. You missed
changed
me drinking
accounts.
coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We're just waiting. Yeah, this is a public live, you guys, right? This is public, so please.
Can a mod mute that account? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but that shouldn't be sitting there that long.
What account? I'm gonna
The
mod.
comment right above me.
Somebody says she did. You got it. I'm gonna mod you too, honey, if you want. Yeah. But honey, I'm gonna respectfully drop you so we could do what we gotta do, okay, hon? And then I'll open up boxes after. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I guess I can go ahead and get started. So, I've been in contact with Hair Junkies family, and I know everybody's been kind of wondering how did Hair Junkie pass. So, me and the family talked, and he gave me permission to share it with his friends on here because some of the family didn't realize the platform he built on TikTok, and also didn't realize how many people really loved and supported Hair Junkie on here. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what he told me. What he told me was that he was found unresponsive and that he had severe liver damage. Um, we knew Hair Junkie wasn't doing well, but I think it was worse than what we were told. So that is the reasoning of his passing. It was not self-harm. It was not an attempt. They found him unresponsive. He was going through a lot of health issues, not only just your liver damage, but also having the seizures. He also recently got diagnosed with diabetes, plus he had severe anxiety. He had a lot of things to navigate and go through. So that is what happened. They also asked that if anybody goes live to have a live about Hair Junkie, they asked that nobody profit off of him. So I had to explain kind of how TikTok worked, as far as like profiting like gifts. They don't want nobody collecting money for Hair Junkie on Hair Junkie's behalf. They don't want anybody going live with their gifts on and getting sympathy gifts in the name of Hair Junkie. Um, I did tell them about Dora's live on the 26th and also my live on the 17th, and they were okay with that as long as the gifts are off. So, I mean, if you're in a live and like his name gets brought up and there's like a brief conversation, the gifts are on it, I don't think that part matters. But like if you go live with the intent to talk about Hair Junkie or play clips of Hair Junkie, just please respect the family and just make sure you guys turn the gifts off so that we're not profiting off of it. I just found this out last night or whenever I went live, what it was.
are saying is lagging pretty bad. I don't have any issues hearing her. I could hear her okay. Okay. And if it does, then kind of like leave, reset your app, whatever, and then come back in. Joyce, good morning, honey.
It might have been because I was outside, so I'm gonna go upstairs and wait for my kiddo because I don't want him to hear about this stuff. Um, so I could repeat myself if it was lagging. So the amount of calls and messages that they're receiving, and they don't know a lot of people. Hold on 1 second, let me catch my breath.
Oh, are you guys not allowed to tap because my gifts are off? Or is that a thing? Okay.
Okay, sorry. So we all know Hair Junkie loved to give out his phone number, right? And I think they know it's out of good intentions, but they're only responding to certain people. Um, and thankfully, I was one of them. I know everyone had the hard time of like wondering or asking, what had happened. And so they did tell me that they found him unresponsive and he had severe liver damage along with severe anxiety. He had just got diagnosed with diabetes a couple months ago. I think it was the beginning of this year. Um, Give me just a second.
You're fine, honey. Take your time, baby. Yeah, Pedro, I put me back in the big box so it's easier for everybody to tap.
So his medical conditions were worse than what he led us to believe. He probably didn't want us to worry as much as we were already worrying about him. Um, but they do it like he did ask that if anybody has a live in regards to Hair Junkie, that they do not financially profit off of Hair Junkie's name. They very much want Hair Junkie's legacy on TikTok to live, the funny clips and sayings and all the funny, how he made his belly laugh. They just don't want anyone to profit off of it. Um, so if you go live about Hair Junkie, if you could please respect the family and just make sure that the gifts are turned off. Now, I'm not saying like you go live and it gets brought up and you guys have a brief conversation about Hair Junkie, you have to like end the live and turn the gifts off. I'm talking about like if the live, like when I have my live Thursday, the laughing competition, the gifts will be off. So I did ask permission just out of respect if the laughing competition was okay with them, and they said yes, they thought it was a great idea because Hair Junkie loved to help other people, and so he thought laughing and then the winner getting $20 is a good idea. They're also okay with Dora's live, and they're also okay with Megan making shirts and the profits going completely to the family. But it was not self-harm, it was not an attempt. He was just found unresponsive, and I think his body was just declining faster than what he was telling us. And on the obituary, I know that I had been directing you guys to the obituary, and I should have done my research first. But when you look at the obituary, the link is in my bio. If anybody wants to read it or you can like light a candle for him, and you could put a little, positive message about how Hair Junkie, a memory with Hair Junkie. But at the very end of the obituary, it says if anyone wants to donate, you can donate and help the family, but there's no link and there's no button to donate anywhere. I've tried and I can't find it. Um, so I did talk to them and they forgot to put the GoFundMe link in the obituary. I'm not sure that they're going to go back and put it in. I haven't got a response back on that, but I did post the GoFundMe on, I made a video of it, and posted the GoFundMe on my page, but they have not raised a single cent and service is on the 26th.
So the GoFundMe page in the name of Nick, who is Hair Junkie's brother, is legit, you guys.
Yes, it's legit. It's his big brother.
Yeah.
He organized it. And the description is kind of short, simple, and sweet, but I think it's because the obituary, it was supposed to be attached to the obituary. Um, they're trying to raise $2,800. So if you feel in your heart to donate. If you can't, that's okay too. Mittens had brought up a really great idea the other day in my live is that if you can't financially donate, give back to like a cat rescue, like drop off a bag of cat food somewhere. You could also do like if you are a hairstylist or you know how to cut hair, give like free back to school haircuts for kids in your community and just try to give back somehow. Um, so Deb, I don't want to overwhelm him with questions, right? And so I think since they have a GoFundMe link, it would be easier just to do the GoFundMe because I don't want to be like, do you have a Cash App? What's your Cash App tag? Da, 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 da.
I will not be collecting any money to donate to that GoFundMe. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think they do not want anybody collecting money for any in his behalf at all. That he said, I just don't want, and he said the reason why he wanted me to come and tell everybody is because he hopes that this will make people grow up and mature, was his exact words. And so if you want to donate, you can there I just posted a video of it this morning. It's like one of the very first videos I posted. You'll see his face in the GoFundMe. The link is in the comments of the video. If you hold down on the comments, right, and hit copy and then post it in your browser, it will automatically bring up the GoFundMe. Or I think you can go to the GoFundMe and search it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with GoFundMes. I don't know much about them, but I'm pretty sure you can go and you can search them. I'm not sure.
No, the funeral home does not take donations, you guys.
Yeah, and that was my bad. I thought that they did, but they don't. So I know it was kind of misleading because, like I said, the very bottom of the obituary it says you can help by donating to the family, but then there's nowhere to donate. Like there's no button to press, there's no link, no nothing. And so, they've got a lot to plan. They also had to go over to Hair Junkie's apartment and, clear it out. And so they're just super busy. And I think they just forgot to post the link.
And just to let everybody know, Mariah, what was that cat's name? I can't think.
Pumpkin Mariah.
Pumpkin Mariah is taken care of. One of his friends, I believe, went and picked her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asking about Sissy. I have not talked to her. I would love to have that conversation with her. We reached out to the brother. I forwarded my phone number over to him to give to her, but it's ultimately going to be her decision whether or not she wants to have that conversation with me. I would love to go to that celebration. I know it is for the public, but I feel like because it's being held at a restaurant, I don't want to intrude on the family. So if you're in here and you're watching, please please call me so I can have that conversation with you, honey.
Oh, I forgot my account's on private. Dang it.
I
Yeah,
I
so
could
if you want to share it or if you want to
I could
you
post
guys
it in
can
my
add me.
bio too.
Yeah.
I could post it in my
Yeah.
bio. Just send it over
Yeah.
to me on Instagram, and I'll when I end this live, I'll put it in my bio for you guys.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, I we know how people are on the internet, people are going to spectate what happened, blah blah blah, and we need to keep that from happening. I mean, there's already have been things going around of, oh, did he self-harm? It was definitely not that. It was medical reasons. And yeah, so I have not personally talked to the sister yet.
You guys, I'll open up boxes in a couple minutes. Okay, let everybody let's let Too Tall get this out for everybody before I open up boxes.
And I think someone else brought up another good idea about in the obituary, they talk about how they're going to go. Don't remember the name of it. It's like Papa Pasario's pizza place or something. And maybe calling up there and paying for the tab or like putting 20, whatever you can put on the tab. If you feel like doing that, you're more than welcome to. I just don't know how the restaurant will do that if there's like 30 to 50 people calling saying, hey, can you put this, like how they'll track that? You know what I mean? Um,
Um, we
but
could
so I don't know.
we could probably call today, um, maybe after I end my live, and maybe I'll call today and talk to them and explain what we would like to do and see if there is a possibility of that happening.
Yeah. And I also want to say too, before anybody tries to come for me about going real life, I have been in contact with Hair Junkie's family because I want to remind everybody that last year when he was being drugged through the mud, I was literally one of it. Me and Blue and a couple other people were literally the only people that were there for him from day one until, you know what I'm saying? And so his sister knew me, his brother knew me. I'm not sure if it's that brother, but one of his brothers knew me. And so I didn't reach out and call the family. I simply sent a text and said, "Hey, this is Too Tall, aka Trey Street," and they responded. And so yeah, that's how that went. So I don't want to hear no one saying, "Oh, Too Tall went real life." No, that was my fucking friend. And I don't want misinformation being spread around here on him. And it's really also just sad to see so many people who did not like or care for him now be mourning him. And so please just let that be a reminder and a lesson that we are not promised tomorrow, and we don't want to see any more RIPs on anybody. Like, I'm not holding grudges with anybody no more about nothing. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not doing it. I don't care. Because I don't care who it is. I don't want to see another RIP. No matter if it's on health issues or anything else. I don't care. I don't want to see it.
Well, and not only that, but like the guilt that you would have to live with, um, knowing that you didn't treat somebody very well on this app, and now
Yeah.
they're no longer with us to be able to make it right. Right, you guys have to, me myself included, I'm just as guilty as the next person on this app.
Same.
We have to make it right while we can, while the people are still here, and that doesn't mean that you have to be best friends with them or you have to go in their life and support you, but just stop the hatred.
Yeah. And like a lot of people, a lot of you guys know that me and Megan have never really gotten along, right? But Hair Junkie was that's how I found Hair Junkie was through Megan because me and Megan were fighting and Hair Junkie tried to bring us together. Do you remember that? when you were live and I was live, and he came over and introduced himself and was like, "Oh, Megan this, Megan that. I think you guys can talk and work this out." I'm like, "Listen." And so I don't hold hate in my heart. Am I guilty of talking shit here and there? Hell yeah, I am. Um, I am human and get invested in drama just as much as anybody else does, right? But I don't want to see an RIP from anybody.
Neither do I. Neither do I. And I think that is why Monsters Live last night was so important and so powerful. She is well respected and loved on this app by many. And for her to do what she did last night was absolutely amazing. And I believe she is setting a good example within TikTok. And I hope we, me, myself included, could follow that suit, right? Instead of jumping on these hate trains and not liking somebody because the other person don't like them or because the other person thinks the way they do about that. Like, we got to turn this fucking hate train around, you guys. This is not okay.
Yeah, I'm really trying to stick with the principle for me personally of, individualized friendships and relationships, in general. If somebody hasn't done something wrong to me,
Right.
then why would I treat them a different way? Because I am guilty of it. Like, I did jump on many hate trains, um, but I don't hold a lot of hate in my heart. I know, I mean, I did in my addiction, but when I got sober, all I wanted to do was love on people, regardless of anything. And so I think in Hair Junkies passing, it really just made me realize that, like, yeah, it's okay to chill and listen to the drama, but I'm going to dial back on my comments that I make because I don't want something that I say be something that really hurts somebody.
Right. And apologies, you guys. When you go out there on these streets and you apologize to the people that you have hurt, um, it's up to them whether or not they accept it, right? Um, if they don't accept it, then that's something that they're going to have to hold on to, right? Forgiveness is for you, not the other person. Forgiveness is for you to release that hurt and the anger that you hold within yourself, to be able to let that go so that you could grow and become a bigger, better person. It's not for the other person, you guys. So if you guys do go out there on those streets and have those conversations, don't be upset if the person's like, well, fuck you. You could apologize all you want. I don't care. Let them behave like that because it's for you, not for them.
Yeah, and I think it's also important too, when it comes to like taking accountability and apologizing, like I just think back to whenever I was in my addiction, I had to apologize to so many people that I hurt, just innocent people, and I had to listen to how they really felt, and that hurt me even more. And there was times where I was selfish and I was like, no, they shouldn't be talking to me like this, da, da, da. But at the same time, like I genuinely deeply hurt that person, and how they respond to me was out of what I did to them, and not everybody's going to respond the same. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone says sorry to me, I usually just forgive it and move on because life is short. But not everybody is going to respond the same with, okay, thank you, I appreciate the apology. Some people are going to be pissed, some people are going to be angry, and I mean they really have every right to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Right.
not talking about like Monster, I'm just talking about in general, like thinking
Well,
back on myself.
I mean, look at me and Mal's situation. For those of you who were there last year for 9 fucking months, how bad that was. How much we hurt each other. How much we hurt each other's families. How much we hurt each other's supporters. That people that they loved and cared about. Right. When I threw in that white fucking towel back in October, I think is what it was. I told myself, I don't care if Mallory accepts this apology or not. I'm doing this for me and my family so that I can move forward. Um, and it took a couple days, you know, I don't know how long. I don't want to speak for Mal, right? But now you guys see we are able to be in the same box and have conversations about whatever we want without the hatred and all of that, right? So even though it may take some time for that person to come around, give that person time. Monster, for example, Monster apologized to me weeks ago for the comment that she made about my husband, and I bluntly told her, fuck you, I don't accept the apology. I don't. What you said was not right and was not okay, and it was fucking hurtful. And it took me, I want to say, about 3 weeks now. And it was only because I went on vacation, right? And I was able to remove myself from the toxicity of this app and clear my mind and think about things. So when I came back, I was like, Megan, you have got to let go of this anger and hurt that Monster has caused for you, right? Like, this is not healthy for you. So I did.
Yeah, and like if we look at how we are in real life, and this is something that I've always said and I've always got
Skittle, I'm
confused on,
sorry,
is like,
Skittles, you are not fucking welcome here. Hell no, bitch. Sorry.
oh,
That's I can't.
That's all I fucking said.
I need to figure out how to make that my ringtone because I have an iPhone, so I don't know how to make things my ringtone. It's just like the regular iPhone sounds. I'm trying to figure out how to make the "oh" one as a text tone and the "that's all I fucking said" as a phone call one. I did send the brother those clips of the laugh hair chunky did and the I whoop and the I didn't send him the that's all I fucking said one, but I did send him the ones I said, he really made a lot of us belly laugh.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you sent the family those clips, right? Because we don't know if they have things like that, right?
Yeah.
There's so many videos and clips of Hair Junkie on this app that I think they would absolutely love to have.
Yes. Especially the one of him being like, the queen is here, bitch.
Right.
Yeah, I need to get that one and send it over to him. And they didn't realize um like the platform that he built and the amount of support that he had until they got his phone and realized everybody messaging and calling and then they're like, well, these are just people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was able to send him those clips and he laughed and so
That's great. I'm
yeah.
glad we have those memories of him. And I was saying yesterday, if we learned nothing from the loss of Hair Junkie, everybody knew that Hair Junkie wanted peace, regardless of who it was with,
Right.
Yeah.
or the beef that he wanted with people. And us as grown individuals, like, we all fall out, right? Like, friends fall out, they move forward with their lives, they go on. However, one thing that I hope all of us can take heed to and understand is the stress of this app is not worth it. It's not. It's not worth it for your health. It's not worth it for anybody else's. It's tough, and it's a bitch, right? And if you don't like somebody, block them. Block
I
them.
mean, stress can literally take off years of your life. And
Yes.
I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but me myself, I'm not getting any younger, okay? And so we already have enough life stress that when we come to the app, we should be able to have those moments where we belly laugh. And like, if you know somebody, like you and somebody don't get along, just don't go into their lives. Don't go in their lives on a sneaky, like just let people be. And when his brother said to me, to share this with people in hopes that people grow and mature themselves. I was like, You're right, because that's exactly what Hair Junkie would have wanted.
Exactly what he wanted.
And so maybe this is time, for if there's been a long-lasting beef or just something stupid and petty and small, maybe make amends and move on, or just don't make amends at all and just leave it as it is. Now, I know that some things that, are broke can't be fixed, and I get that. Um, but I would be devastated if I saw another RIP from anybody, even the troll or Sneaky's account. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody to live a long, happy, healthy life.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
I just
I,
want to say thank you guys for being respectful in the comments.
Yeah, and I wanted to respond to a comment about the gifts when they said that you were monetizing. So I just heard the family's wishes on that yesterday because I also went live a couple days ago and had my gifts on. I've never turned my gifts off before because I used to not ever really get gifts. I didn't even know it was an option to turn them off. And so moving forward, if anybody has a live and the live is about Hair Junkie, playing clips of Hair Junkie, grieving Hair Junkie, whatever, the family asked to please have the gifts off and that nobody collect money on his behalf or financially gain on Hair Junkie's loss.
absolutely.
To talk, could you just reintegrate the
Yeah.
t-shirt
Yes. So I did talk to him. So first, Dora, also, I don't know if I told you this yet, but I did talk to him about your live that you're going to have on the 26th during service. And then my live I'm going to have on Thursday. He was totally cool with that, as long as the gifts are off and nobody's getting cash apps on his behalf. And
Absolutely.
then also Megan asked if she could make t-shirts and all the profits go to the family, and he was okay with that as well because nobody's donated to the GoFundMe. They don't have any help right now. And so whatever Megan makes off these t-shirts, I'm not sure how much you're going to sell them for. I'm going to probably ask the brother today. Well, you have Hair Junkie's old number, right? Or the
I
new
have
number?
I have his old phone number. I don't have the new phone number.
Okay, so what I'll do today is because I don't want to be middleman in this, especially if it involves money. So what
Right.
I'll do today once he wakes up is I'll ask him if it's okay. Well, I already gave him your number, but I'll ask
Yeah,
if it's okay that I
absolutely. I don't mind
give.
speaking with him directly. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll see if I can give Hair Junkie's new number to you. That way you can figure out a way to get the money directly to him and there's no middleman. Or maybe you can even just dump it all on the GoFundMe. But I'm pretty sure GoFundMe takes a percentage from my
They take a
understanding.
large percentage.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know much about that. But and for the people who are coming in that are late, I'll just give like a short recap. I've been in contact with the family. Um, Hair Junkie was found unresponsive. He had severe liver damage as well as diabetes, seizures, severe anxiety. And so it was due to health issues. It was not self-harm. It was not an attempt. Um, just wanted to say that again. So please, if you're going into a live, please don't insinuate something happened. They want us to still uphold the times that Hair Junkie made us laugh and not all of the negative stuff, right? Because they didn't know he had so many people who cared about him on here.
Absolutely.
Hey Megan, do you mind if I speak on um another special person that was on here in situation?
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I just want to say one thing and then you could have the floor, honey. I'm gonna get the link from Too Tall and I will post the GoFundMe link in my bio later on this afternoon for everybody who's asking for it in the comments. Okay. Um go ahead, honey.
I just want to say, after following a lot of people, um especially to Hair Junkie and another individual. Her name was Nina. Um, you know, health is very important because you never know what's going to happen when you go to sleep. So please take care of yourselves. Don't ever let anything in a day be more important than your health. Like Too Tall said, we don't want to see no more RIPs on here. If you feel something's wrong, go get checked out. If you need somebody to talk to, message us. If you're just having a bad day, rough day, you need help, reach out. Everybody's important and everybody matters.
Absolutely.
And be somebody's safe space. You know what I'm saying? Like, find somebody, whether it be in real life or online, that you can confide in. Like, listen, when I came to this app, I was an introvert. Like, I was an extrovert and work and loved to be around people and at work, but when it came to my home life, like I very much stayed in my house, didn't talk to many people, but build a relationship with somebody, whether it be in person or online, that you can confide in, that isn't going to green screen your messages when they get mad at you or whatever the case may be, right? Just find somebody that you can talk to, because holding on to so much shit like life and environmental stress and what the world is going through, plus coming on the app and all the chaos and drama, right? Like, it's okay to listen and be invested, but also like don't let it consume you. And I am very, very guilty at that, because when my son was in the hospital and he was in and out of the hospital for 2 or 3 months, TikTok was my escape. I was on it all the time because I needed a distraction. And it wasn't healthy, you know?
Absolutely. I agree with that, Tutal. And Megan, you should have that GoFundMe link in your Instagram. Tutal had sent it to me yesterday, so I just forwarded it to you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll post that in my bio here in a little bit when I end my live, you guys, for everybody.
And RT made a good point too. She said, like, if you didn't want to handle the money, you could have people, like, if they want a shirt, you could have them um donate the money on the GoFundMe for the shirt. Like, let's say you sell the shirt for $15, right? I don't know how much shirts go for anymore. I haven't bought one from somebody in a long time. Let's say you sell it for $15. Have them go to the GoFundMe, drop $15 in the GoFundMe, have them screenshot you a receipt, and then you make the shirt and send it to them.
Oh,
That way you don't have to deal with no money.
right. I
Or
didn't think about
however,
that.
I mean, you're the shirt maker. I don't know nothing about none of that.
Right.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Y'all are
Good
all
morning.
amazing, and I know that each of you are hurting, and his whisper stories were the best. They were so sweet. But it's laying on my heart that I feel like I need to pray. And let me start off by saying I'm the first one that I'll jump in a box and cuss somebody out, especially over Dora or T or Trey Streets. But for whatever reason, it is laying on my heart that I needed to ask to come up and pray with everybody. And we know that, Hair Junkie always said that he was a part of the community, and he was a Republican and he was a Christian. He always said those things.
Yes, he did.
He did. He did. I didn't want to use the G word, but
We
that's
all
what
know
he
what
would
he
always
said,
say.
girl.
And he's just
If anybody has
he's
that clip of him saying that, could we please get it to somebody so we could just listen to that video? Sorry for cutting you off.
no,
Yeah.
you're perfectly fine. I just hearing him say that and thinking about it brings tears to my eyes, and it's not tears of sorrow. It's
Yeah.
it's tears of joy and relief, because it is clear that he was battling more than anybody knew, and at least now he's at peace.
Right.
He's at peace. He has the peace he wanted. He's not having to worry about the crazy bitch upstairs. Um,
He is haunting her, lady.
Yes, he
He
is.
is haunting her.
I bet her floor sounds like he's got concrete flip flops up there. Oh,
Like, you thought you were loud. Can you hear this?
yes, that is
At
is
least he doesn't have to run inside when he smokes a cigarette because he was scared of the neighbor.
yes, yes. And I remember one day watching him, and he was like, the dogs, they used to always walk them over there, but now they're over here. And you see this dead spot? That's where they've been bringing their dogs to potty in the grass.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to say something to my mods really fast. Skittles is not welcome here, you guys. Absolutely not.
We can't do all that. Oh God.
Hoodrich is absolutely not welcome here. Queen E is absolutely not welcome here. Shannon, absolutely not welcome here. Thank you.
I just have to say, Hoodrich is my baby. I know she's not welcome here, but I love you, girl.
And do you remember the time where he told the neighbor, he's like, oh my God. And when she would walk across that floor, it was so fucking loud.
Yes. Yes, he did. He was.
That's
And
Skittles. Aliens are real. That's Skittles again.
I know. Cassandra's not welcome here either. 13 is not welcome here either.
he was just an amazing soul. And you know, the first time that I really remember him, he was in a box in Petty's Live, and that's when he had a seizure, and he was just so upset and just needed someone to talk to. I think he had been in the hospital for a few days, and mentally he just wasn't okay. And I felt like during that particular live that people weren't responding to him the way he needed. So I actually sent him a message and said, hey, I'm here. I'm here. If you need to talk, please come to me. I would love to be able to talk to you. And he didn't. He didn't. And that's okay that he didn't, because, on the back end, he may have been messaging Megan, or he may have been messaging Trey Streets, or, someone else. But I just felt like he wasn't heard in that live, and he just needed to know that there was people that on that island or off that island or whatever,
Right.
that cared. But enough of my sappy stuff. If it's okay, I will go ahead and pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today on behalf of Hair Junkie. We know he is there with you, and that he is watching over each and every one of us and laughing at us and his crazy neighbor upstairs. But we just ask that you give all of his TikTok friends and family, as well as his personal family, peace during this time. And just let us remember the good. Let his family remember the good times. Help us each to have peace with what has happened, and to make peace with those on social media who have wronged us. We do not want to see any more loss. We don't want to experience that, God. And we just ask that you watch over us and be with us and comfort us during this time. It's in your precious name we pray. Amen.
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 Baby.
Thank
That
you,
was
Heather.
beautiful.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Wish I could pray like that, because I'm usually like, Lord, this is me. I was just wondering if
That's how I am too. And I'm not trying to be that person, but it doesn't matter how you pray, right? I believe that as long as you talk to God, and he does hear you, and he does answer prayers, right? My thoughts, my beliefs. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to pray, but that was absolutely beautiful.
it was beautiful. But all right, I'm gonna jump down. Yeah, so the GoFundMe, I'll put in my bio. If you don't follow me, we send it to Megan. Megan can put it on it wherever. But that is the correct GoFundMe. They have not got a single cent yet, and service is on the 26th. So they really need the help. If we could, you guys know usually I don't push things like that. But
I did
uh,
send it to Megan Tutal, and
okay.
I'll also include it in my bio as well, so that people can go and click on the link and donate directly to that family. And I'm hoping that, you know, and like I said with the guest book as well, guys, those will start printing on the 21st.
Okay, and if you guys listen to whoever's listening, if you guys have Hair Junkie's number, the new number, and you've already sent a message, please just let it be from there, okay? Because he's got his phone and Hair Junkie's phone, and he's going through the apartment and he's trying to clear things out by a certain date. And so we just need to let Hair Junkie has a huge ass family, okay? Like literally, like what, 11 to 12 siblings? We just need to give them time and space to grieve, and I'm not saying that we can also grieve too together, right? um but let's not monetize off of it, let's not accept gifts off of it, and let's just grieve, you know. And I was gonna say one more thing. Oh, so I don't really know how like monetization works when you post videos. Like I don't make money when I post videos. I don't know if anybody else does. I don't know how really that works, but I just want to make that clear that like when I post videos of Hair Junkie, I'm not making a single cent off of it. Like I'm not in
So
any program or fucking reward something. I'm not on
yeah,
none of
in order
that.
to monetize off of videos, you have to have at least 10,000 followers and have so many likes and views on each of your videos, right?
Okay, yeah, so I'm not making no
So
money off none of it. I'm just posting and I'm adding the sounds to the TikTok so that people can use them or listen to them later on. I thought about sending him the video of the whispering story, but I was like, I don't know if the brother knows about the beef with the neighbors, so I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm
yeah,
not
we don't
gonna
want to
send
out
that
him for
one. Just
anything, right, guys?
yeah, right. I'm gonna put him on blast, but I did send the Aoop, and I sent one where he said, what did he say? He's like, bitch, what the frick? Or something like that. And then I sent there was a short clip where he laughed two different ways. It was like his normal laugh, and then he decided, oh no, I'm gonna do my evil laugh. And so yeah. So yeah.
I was wondering. I'm looking for that. Well, I want to hear the video of.
Oh,
Try to find the video of where maybe Dora can put it in for the event. Where he's talking about going in the kitchen to make him another tropical punch drink, and
Oh
the
yeah.
cat's sitting right there, and he says, "Y'all, that bitch bit me."
Yeah. I
I
I
remember
remember
just,
that.
what you're talking about.
I
I was
remember
I
that.
just want to hear that.
I remember
The
that.
poor cat.
Oh, that damn pumpkin Mariah. And then it was just to hear the brother tell me like how genuine and helpful of a person he was in real life, just, really. And I mean, I knew he was based off my conversations with him. Can I just also say that like Hair Junkie, when he got blocked or someone didn't like him, he felt that shit very deeply, okay? And I can talk about it because he's no longer here, but he was very much upset um when people did
yes.
not like him. And I would spend hours on the phone with him. And there was a point I was telling Megan I didn't like Megan, and he was crying to me, upset about, he wasn't crying, but he was upset that they were beefing, and I was like, well, maybe she's not a real friend. Like I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he still even then was like, oh, she's a good person, she has a good heart, she's not this, she's not that. And I'm like, well, you can like her, but I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like he even then, like even through arguments, would still defend the people that he cared about.
Right.
So I'm gonna drop if Dora and T go live later in the afternoon, I'll probably go up and say it again.
Okay.
Um because I know people probably aren't up this early in the morning. And then I'll have my live Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to play a couple funny clips of Hair Junkie, and then we're going to have a laughing competition. The gifts will be turned off. There will be no money exchange. The only money that will be involved is after we do the laughing competition, we're going to let the chat decide in a poll who did the best Hair Junkie laugh, and then I'm going to send them $20 myself because Hair Junkie love to help other people and give back. So, but thank you for having me up, Megan. I wanted to say it here first because that's how I found Hair Junkie was through you, and I know a lot of people like you guys were his first group of friends. Um, and so thank you for, introducing me to him because he really impacted my life in a way for sure.
Well, you're welcome, right? And thank you for doing what you're doing. I appreciate you.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you guys.
All right, bye, baby. Have a good day, honeys.
One more thing, I seen Blue in the comments, and I just want to say how much he loved Blue.
He did.
He
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 did.
absolutely adored Blue. I think he felt that Blue was and I don't want to get Blue's pronouns incorrectly, so please bear with me, but I think he felt like Blue was a little sibling. And I'm sure that this is very, very hard on Blue. So please, 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 please remember Blue in this time as well.
Absolutely.
And Trey, tell Bubba I love him.
I will. Yeah, I just wanted to come back up here on that note too, because I don't think people realize, like people can cling on to, the fight between Blue and Hair Junkie or things that were said when people were angry, right? But I want to remind everybody that the very last time Hair Junkie was in a box on TikTok was with Blue and told Blue how much he loved them.
Blue, do you hear
So
that? Remember
I
that,
want
baby. Okay.
people to know that because I personally didn't know that. Someone reached out to me and told me because they saw it, but I think that's important. There, listen, and I told Blue the same thing when I helped Blue get into treatment last year. Um, I told Hair Junkie, stop financially supporting them, right? It didn't matter what I said. There wasn't anything Blue could do wrong because Hair Junkie loved and cared about Blue a lot. And so I just wanted to remind everybody of that. The last time Hair Junkie was in a box was when he was with Blue and told Blue how much he loved them.
Could I ask a question really fast? Do we know
Yeah.
whose live that was? And if there is a clip out there, could we get it over to Blue just so that he could have that?
So there is somebody working on the clips.
Okay.
They're gonna try to post them or get them to me. I'm also looking for it was in okay, the person messaging me, can you message me again? Do you mean Hair Junkies Live or Blues Live? I think she means Hair Junkies Live.
Well, Joyce is saying it was Hair Junkies Live.
Yeah.
It was Hair Junkies
Oh
Live.
no, they said it was Blues Live.
Oh.
So, and this person is a good receipt. Duck. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, now she's saying no. Girl, what do you mean?
Confused.
So I don't know. Yeah, I know that they're working on getting the clips. And also, if you are listening to old lives, like I've been listening to old lives, if you come across, it was Blues Live with Cartel.
It was
Is what
Blue.
and Hallie.
I remember Cartel coming over. I don't know where I heard her say that, but she was in a box and she says that she was in a box with Hair Junkie on, I think, the 4th or the 5th or something like that. So that was Blues Live. Blue, honey,
It
you
was
have that
Blues
clip.
Live. Yeah, it's Blues Live, and it was with Hair Donkey, Cartel, and Hallie Not Berry. So, oh God, that which makes me even more angry. Don't get disrespectful. Okay, so yeah. So just a reminder of that. Also, if you are listening to old clips and you find, we all know the time, right, when Blue was in treatment. And Hair Junkie, every time somebody went live, Hair Junkie would pop in a box and say, I support Blue and I don't care and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Blue's like a little brother to me. If you find those clips, could you please just clip it and send it to me either on Snapchat or IG or just DM me and say, hey, I found it? Because I would like to get, Blue was in treatment during that time. And so I would like to get those clips together so that I can show Blue. Um, what happened when they were gone because Hair Junkie was very much an advocate for Blue, right? And Blue, the live was on 4th of July. So 2 days before he passed is what they're saying. So, okay, I'm going to drop now for real. Thank you for having me up, Megan. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming over here and doing this. Not only for me, but for the people, right? Yeah. Does anybody else want to come in a box and talk really fast? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Before I do that, I will show everybody the t-shirts I'm making if you guys are interested. That will be the front of it. Oh, wait. That's the back of it. Yeah, Mama Bear, we're doing it. Too Tall reached out to the family. I sent these pictures over to her, and she spoke with the brother and asked if that would be okay if I do this and donate all the proceeds to the family. He said absolutely. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, I'm gonna do that right here on the sleeve. Oh, that would be cute, right? So if that's something you guys are interested in, send me a message on this here account. I will be closing it. I want to make the order. So this is what I want to do. I want to make the order Tuesday morning, Wednesday at the latest. That way I receive all my materials, all my things, and I can have them shipped out to you guys by Monday. Hopefully you guys could receive them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on where you live at. And then during Too Tall's live and or Dora's live, you guys have your shirts that you guys could wear when Dora does her live this weekend.
Good morning. I'm half asleep. I woke up and all I could hear is, bitch, his hair's pink. I don't know if it was my dream. I don't know if it was the TV, but that's all I could hear.
Bitches, here's pink. What?
His hair's pink.
All right, really fast. Medium through extra large is $30. Once you start getting into 2X, 3X, 4X, it does go up $5 per X. That is not me charging you guys that amount. That is the company charging that amount, because we all know with bigger clothes, you pay a little bit more for it.
Yeah, Megan tried to do a couple little things to make it cheaper, and it wasn't really.
She was on the
working.
phone with me when she actually helped me do this. She was on the phone with me. I was talking to her the whole time on how I could figure out the cheapest cost for you guys that will include shipping as well. So
Hey, can anybody tell me how to take off gifts?
if you go to your settings, I forgot how I did it. If you go to your settings and you scroll down, it says gifts and monetization, and you just have to highlight it and turn them off.
Get 1 experience point for each coin you use. Oh no, that's different.
Yeah.
Can I turn them off in the boxes?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
He is wearing earrings and a shirt. Yes. Let me show you the original picture that I have of him um from doing this. That is where this is the original picture. We just put it in, she actually put it in whatever she did, and that's how we got the
I put it in the chat GBT and I requested it to be for them to make a vinyl.
yeah. So that's the original picture from one of his lives. I think it's
It was a filter he was using on Snapchat.
oh, that's a filter on Snapchat, not on TikTok.
No, I think it was on Snapchat. I might be wrong.
Huh. I thought it was on live, but I could be wrong too. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a cute picture. That is where we got that from. So um
And for the goobers that keep coming in here on fake accounts, please stop. I just woke up. I don't want to crash out yet. It's only Monday. My
yeah.
last crash out was last Monday.
I was live early this morning just drinking coffee and folding fucking laundry, and I went public, right? Because I knew we were gonna do this. And here comes this troll coming in talking shit, and I lost my shit. I had to go onto my sub only live just for me to wake up in peace. It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'll be right back.
All right, baby, love you. What's up, sugar bugs? Oh, she didn't want up. I know, Joyce. Here you go, baby.
Good morning, you little cutie pies.
Hi, honeys.
How are you today?
I mean, I'm all right.
Right.
I'm all
You
right.
sound better. You sound better.
Do I? Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
try to get things back to normal this morning a little bit. You know, my live, my announcements, my
yes.
coffee, my laughs, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
it's hard, right? So
Um, I'm just gonna say this. Um, and people can get mad or they can whatever. But Skittles, fuck off. People are trying to mourn the loss of this man. We don't need you and your bullshit coming in on your sneaky accounts trying to start drama everywhere. Get a fucking life. Leave us alone. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Vent
She's
out.
just going everywhere. Like everywhere just to start shit. I don't get it. Like every group that is mourning right now, she's right in there. I get that she's gone through her own stuff, but get the fuck out of here with this. We don't need this at this time. Like, just leave people alone.
Yeah, I popped in. I think it was T's live, and I could be wrong, but I guess Skittle was in there doing her fucking
Yes.
shenanigans, and I was like, I'm not dealing this right now. Like, I had to leave the
Mm-hmm.
live because I didn't want to deal with this
Skittles, broken
stupid shit.
frames. Like, why would she come in here this morning on so many sneaky accounts? For what? You guys were talking about hair junkie. Like it's not like there was some big drama, and that's the thing is that she's coming in when she's not even being spoken on for starters. So I could see if people were bringing her up, but this is not the fucking time.
Right.
It's not the time. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I just can't. Like what? Like why? Anyways, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that because she's probably listening, and like, dude, like get a hobby. other than harassing people. And she's just doing it just to do it. Like, I just,
She's bored with her little life and she needs attention, is what it is. She's seeking attention, you guys.
but like, she knows everybody is struggling right now. This
Right.
is a huge loss to everybody. You know, it's not like we're just saying, oh, Skittles, go away, because we just don't want her around. If she wouldn't be starting so much fuckery, I'm sure people would have a little more patience for her. I used to, and I used to think, wow, they're really mean to her. You know, like people are really mean to her, I used to think. Like,
I
because,
used
you
to be
know,
a Skittle fan too, right? I
and now
never,
I'm like, girl,
right, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
just, it's
And
unfortunate.
if anybody knew Hair Junkie liked to be the center of attention. So let him
Of
have his
course.
time, okay? Let
Right.
the queen have his gold
Hmm.
shine. Shit.
Get some more
That's why I'm like,
coffee.
it's not the time.
It's not.
Well, hopefully she stops because she's not just here, it's everywhere. She is fucking everywhere. Ugh. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm sorry, but I've been watching her go from live to live to live to live to live, starting her bullshit, and you delete her on one account, she goes back up in another one. Right, Blue? Let the queen have this moment. Absolutely. She's just an attention whore, I guess, but whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully she'll get the hint, but I don't think so. Right? All right, my love pins. I know you wanted to go. I will pop down and yeah, I just had to say that because she's driving me fucking crazy.
Thanks, RT.
Hi, Archie. Mm-hmm. Okay, honey, I'll be in the comments.
All right, sounds good. Good morning, honey. Yes, here for it. I heard Monsters Live yesterday. I was in there for quite some time. I did reach out to her and send her a message as well. I don't know if it was last night or this morning, but I did speak with her. RT Monster did something, in my opinion, that was absolutely amazing. I believe she set an example on this app that nobody has ever done. And I know, I'm hoping people as they were watching it, heard the message that she was trying to portray on this app and didn't hear the drama that was involved with the app. But she basically came on this app and she had her notebook, and in the notebook was everybody that she had done wrong, everybody that she, spoke badly on, attacked, didn't offend properly, said nasty things about, and in my opinion, and I even told her this, that list, like, I couldn't imagine being her with that long of a list of all the people that she has hurt in the past. I don't know, she's been on, I think, like 2 or 3 years or something. But anyway, she apologized to everybody that was on that list. And she allowed some of those people that she hurt in those boxes to respond to her. Some people were very appreciative of her apology, gave her some encouraging words, and wished her well in her healing journey. And some of them came up and bashed her, who didn't want to accept the apology. But I think she did something very powerful on this app, and I can't wait to see who follows suit in what she did. Right. And I think at one point there was upwards of like 900 people in that live, and that was a good thing, right? Because we know the behavior on this app does not only happen with our side, right? With what we are involved with. It happens through the whole entire app. It doesn't matter what group you're involved with, right? Like, this is the norm on this app. And I'm hoping some of those 900 people that were in that live were from different parts of the app and could take that message back to wherever it is they came from. And I hope they follow suit and do the same thing, because it took a lot of courage to do something like that. I'm sure it's going to be clipped, posted on YouTube, whatever. I mean, she did, she was very hurt, very upset, very remorseful. She, like, you felt it. I did, at least I felt it. She did lose her shit a couple times, which is absolutely understanding, because if she's up there trying to apologize and make amends, I will not use the word accountability. I hate that fucking word. She's trying to apologize and make amends with the people that she hurt, and then people are attacking her for doing that, right? Like, she did lose her shit a couple times, but which is totally understandable. She's trying to do the right thing, and people are just attacking her for it. Good morning, honey. Yeah, Nicole was absolutely uncalled for. She really was. I don't even know Nicole all that well. That was absolutely just called for. Absolutely.
What happened with Nicole?
She went up there and just bashed the fuck out of her. I'm not going to repeat what she said word for word because I really don't know, but it was really disgusting.
I literally I was watching it.
Roxy was bad too. Roxy was absolutely fucking horrible. She really was. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying I watched a little bit of it. You know, she was very emotional. The part, and I kept on thinking, you know, this is wrong to watch. I mean, I felt like it was a cry for help somewhat. Which, and so I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't tell, you know, like, so I don't know the highs and lows as much. But I went in there a couple times just to make sure she was okay, and then went left out because I couldn't. It was so emotional. I was like, this is terrifying. I thought it was great she was doing it. However, I I don't like Monster. She's kind of got a sweet soul, and you can kind of, it's just her personality. And I think she is part of a group that they tend to go along with the leader of the pack type situation. The
Right.
one thing I would say to her, and I don't know if she's listening, is um, if obviously she's done this big apology, and it takes a better person to apologize than it does to say someone that does not. And a lot of people don't have it in them, even though they're in the wrong. And so, good for her for doing it. Like I said, it takes a real person to do it.
Right.
But you know, her communication that she's leaving the app. She said that from the very beginning after this. And I would say she should not leave the app, because the one thing you know about, like, and I agree, accountability is such a BS word. But the one thing I can say is she could be the change. She's obviously done this apology. She put it out there, she's put her hand out. But everyone, and I agree with this, it's the change afterwards that is the biggest impact. And
Right.
I would say with her sweet soul, she is in so much, you know, she's accepted by so many. She could be the change that leads the pack. When someone starts to do something inappropriate, she could say, "No, let's not do that. That's wrong. We should
I
not go there." And that is the
told
change
her
that needs to
that.
happen. It needs to be the redirection of the bad. Oh, you
Right.
did? Good.
I sent her a message, a pretty lengthy message, last night or this morning. I don't remember. But I told her that. I told her she was very loved and very well respected on this app. And she is the change that people are looking to see on this app, throughout the app, not only on, you know, her side, or, you know, whatever you guys want to call it, right? I did tell her that. Yes. And all it
It
takes
goes
is one
beyond that,
person.
though.
Yeah. All it
It
takes is
goes
one
beyond her because
person.
people listen to Monster.
Right.
They, like,
Absolutely they
she can
do.
be in a group, and if they're going down a path that's not appropriate, literally, her words of saying stop is going to be the
Right.
change. And I think she could really impact, if she goes with what she said so far. She could turn this app, at least, you know, at least her people around, to maybe doing some good and rather than harm.
Right. Absolutely.
So I would love, I've always thought she was a sweet girl who has tied herself to some bad groups. I think she has a tender heart, and I think it takes people with tender hearts to make a difference.
Yeah. I don't know where that video's at, even if anybody clipped it or if anybody posted it. I don't know that information yet. I would suggest you guys go over to YouTube on some of the more popular pages that post everything, if you guys want to watch it.
It was long. I know that she was on a long time. Like I said, I couldn't. It just tore me up, and I just kind of had to walk away, you know. And then I would go back in, you know, an hour later and check on her, make sure she was doing better. And it's just, it was sad. It really was. It was painful. I
But you
hope
know
she
what?
feels huge relief this morning.
I could almost guarantee, right, that she woke up this morning, and these are my thoughts, my beliefs, not Monster's words, right? This is me. That she woke up this morning feeling 10 pounds lighter. Not physically, spiritually. She released so much
Yeah.
that was within her. She probably feels like a brand new person this morning.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you're right. I mean, it's the only thing I would say is I know that, the other side was already making fun of her, threatening her and stuff, and I think unfortunately you just can't please everyone, and
Right.
they don't have to accept her apology, obviously, and I don't know exactly what she did to them, but to me, I'm thinking, I don't know that I agree that you can be held responsible for just being in a box.
Right.
When someone says something. If that was the case, I think everybody could be responsible for something heinous, all the Florida man stuff, all the. So I don't know. I don't know that I agree. I
Did you
don't. What
all
do you think,
see?
Megan?
I'm sorry, I have to make this statement really fast. Did you guys all see Florida Man bought his own pawn shop?
What?
Yes, and it comes with snacks and a shirt press.
You have got to be kidding me. What? Are you serious?
Yes, he went live last night and showed us. And I was so confused, and I was like, oh, wonderful.
Was it
Florida
filled
Man
with all
got
that girl stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But my thought was like, oh, wonderful. Florida Man got a job. And so I'm listening, and I was like, wait, what? So I had to text somebody. I was like, did Florida Man buy a pawn shop?
Are you kidding? Does he just work there, or did he actually buy it?
So from my understanding, it's his pawn shop.
Shut up.
And he was live showing the ring, showing all the fucking Pokemon cards.
Oh,
Oh, he had that store for years? What?
No way.
See, I don't even know. Maybe
The guy who lives in the van owns a shop. Well, shoot. Guess y'all had it wrong all this time.
and it was fabulous because he showed his van, and I was like, oh, there's that white van.
Oh, he really does have a white van.
He really does have a white van. He owns multiple shops. Really?
So he's actually an entrepreneur. That's interesting.
The infamous van.
How do you know he owns a... Oh. Wait.
See, this is crazy. When you get to know somebody, like...
Shoot, I really thought he lived in a van after everybody said it. And he goes along with it so well.
I thought he lived in a fucking van, too. Like, I believed all of that craziness that everybody was saying about him. I really did.
I kind of like van life. I mean, I
He's
think
probably secretly very wealthy. Probably, dude.
I don't know if I believe that. You can tell he's intelligent. I mean, I've always thought,
So
they-
he's owned this shop for years. He's had it for years, and he lets people run with shit because he doesn't correct them on it. He wants them to run with the idea that he lives in a van. He's never lived in a van. He has a whole apartment near the shop. He's had one for years.
He's rich. I love it.
Me too, right? That is such a win for fucking Florida Man and TikTok.
Yeah, he wants people to run with the facts. He's like, I just fucking let them guess. I don't care.
Which is fucking smart, because who does he have to prove anything to on this app, right?
That's true. Megan, were you in there when I asked him if he came across some government cheese that I need first dibs on it? And he told me that he keeps it for himself. I said, this is bullshit. That was the best cheese. He was showing off his snacks.
He's my little Sebby.
It's on the door.
I missed his whole snack escapade because he told us, he said, I get the fucking Little Debbie snack cakes. And he said, I fucking get all the video games and bullshit. And he said, I'll just get out there and sell it all.
Damn, that's fucking hilarious. I can't believe fucking Florida man.
He said one day on his fucking live, he's like, I give away free bread too. So if you're ever by the shop, just.
Whoops, I didn't mean to request. I'm in a daze.
That's okay. You're up here now.
At least I wasn't yelling.
I
and
don't think he's
screaming
going
at
to have a
anybody.
claw machine inside the shop, though. That was a lesson learned. Not to go in Walmart and steal a claw machine.
That's in the back room. That's in the back room.
It's in the back room.
He didn't show us. I was like, what is happening? And then Megan's messaging me, and I'm like, I think it's real.
Who would have thought Florida man has his own fucking pawn shop?
He really does. He lets people run with the shit. And he even gave the name of the shop on a prior live. He's like, look it up.
I am dumbfounded. I gotta find this clip of him.
Well, honest, at least he's being honest, right? Hey, if you buy this jewelry from me, it's gonna turn your finger and green in 2 days. At least he's being honest, shit.
Does he show his pawn items? I mean, he could do like whole pawn shows and probably make a ton of money.
Did you hear his story one time about he got pissed off at the vendors for charging kids too much money to eat at the local fair? So he set up a grill outside the shop and cooked hot dogs and hamburgers and gave it free.
Aww.
To compete with the vendors. He's like, they pissed me off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he has a really hard exterior on TikTok, but I have a feeling he's kind of a teddy bear in person.
I really think he is, and I think people have just portrayed him to be something, and he's done some pretty shitty shit.
He'll tell you he's done the shitty shit.
Right. That's why I always say I'm not scared of him. Kind of like Dora. Like, I was like scared of Dora.
That man, listen. One time, him and I argued for over 4 fucking hours over an airplane ticket to see if Bougie had enough time to go to Petty's house and take a picture. And he's like, I'm never getting in another argument with Dora because she gave me a fucking headache.
Oh, that's funny.
Literally.
Oh, wait. Megan, if you have to see if this is close to you. I feel like is he close to you or not?
I'm really not sure exactly where he's located at because people say so much about him.
Yeah.
But
if I come visit sometime, we're gonna have to go to the pawn shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you guys have, I mean, I'm sure he'll tell me. I can look it up and see how far he is from me, right?
He said it on the live the other night, Indiana.
Well, yeah, I know he's in Indiana, but I'm just saying the location of his pawn shop.
Right.
I don't
Vincent's.
Oh shit, we're going to visit. We're going to get snacks, Megan.
He did say that. He said it on the live. He said this is where the fucking shop is, man.
See, people.
Is that a town or is that name?
That's only like 4 hours for me.
Lord, everybody's gonna be going to his pawn shop now.
But he did get arrested one time in Kentucky, so
Well,
he put that charge out there. He's like, man, when he did the whole spiel of the video footage of him stealing the claw machine.
oh, that's right. Yep. God.
He's a fucking ass. A whole ass. He's like, yeah, I did it. I did do that.
Megan Googling it.
Yeah, he did say that.
It's about 4 hours from where I'm at. Yeah, I googled the city. It's about 4 hours. All right, puppy, you want to come on?
It's such a small city too. I used to party there. Been there quite a few times.
So that would be an overnight trip. We'll stop and visit Mallory there.
He says if he has so many warrants, why do people say he has no address to serve? They know zero truth. He does have an address. He's had an address. Do you guys remember back when he was going through it with Scam Slam? Do you not remember him being live from inside the apartment?
I don't.
Yeah, he was live inside of his apartment several times.
Oh yeah. I've just never saw anything. You know what I mean? You could hear him going to the bathroom.
Yes, he's on the road more than he is at home. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it makes sense now for his business. You know.
He did show the shop. He did.
He did.
Does he run his own shops? I mean, if he's on the road all the time, like you said, does he like employ people to run them, or is he actually working the shop? You
Oh,
say,
I'm sure he has employees.
huh? So, did he have a bunch of good pawn stuff? Did he show off the pawn stuff?
Lets people run with shit. Literally, he lets them run with the shit. Do you really think that this? The funny thing about it is, we all remember when 13 said that she had an active warrant against him. He called the fucking police station on himself.
Oh my god.
And he was like, hey, I was just calling to see if there's an active warrant for me.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I was gonna come up here and make a point really quick. I was gonna actually make this point in Scamming Calls was live last night, but I absolutely refused to watch that fuck shit, so I didn't get around to doing it. But you know, you hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, you know, you're gonna be next. Florida Man's gonna go after you." I want everyone.
Right? You were the one that testified against him at that time. So if he was going to actually come after you for any reason, he would have already done that. He'd have been like, fuck you, imperfect.
I mean,
You know
we
what I
had
mean?
discussions, and I mean, he's flat out said, I'm not upset with you about it. You know, like you did what you felt like you had to do. You know, he's not like what. Like I'm so tired of people spinning the narrative, and I'm probably gonna get shit for this, and I don't really even care anymore. But I just had to make that point because I don't think a lot of people think about that, and it's not because of any third party bullshit or I have nothing legally protecting me. He knows all of my information. He's never put it out there. He's never went after me. I mean, yeah, like a few videos may have gotten made from the other side back in the Scam Slim days, but like outside of that, nothing. He's always had nothing but respect towards me. He's always messaged and checked on me, like if I've not been around. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing what everybody else is seeing. But I decided to come up here and kind of make that point because I was going to do it last night, but I refuse to sit in that live and listen to the bullshit.
Yeah, thanks for coming up and informing us. Right? I've never. I mean, I have my runarounds with Florida Man. You know, our little arguments here and there, and he said some pretty nasty things about me. I said some pretty nasty things about him, but he's never really came at me.
Right, but then eventually he's gonna be like, "Fuck it, you're hard to deal with and you're hard to argue with." Like,
Right.
do you remember the time in the Discord, Imperfect, we argued with him for over fucking forever?
Yeah.
He just was like, "Fuck y'all." Like, I'm
Well,
out.
and
I'm
for
not
people
arguing with
to
y'all anymore.
and for people to say, you know, like you guys allow him. Like I want you to think about that for just a second. We allow him. He is a grown ass man. What do
Right.
they think we're gonna physically stop him? I mean, you would not believe the amount of times we all say, "Don't do it, don't do it. It's not a good idea." He's gonna fucking do it anyway. And then you know what happens when it gets to a point where we say don't do it? He just doesn't tell us what he's gonna do because then he knows we're gonna tell him not to.
He knows that we're gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, we're
So
gonna tell him, "Don't do that shit." And we've all said it, like numerous of times, just like Imperfect said. We've all individually even messaged him and said, "Don't do it."
we allow him. We don't allow him to do anything. He's an adult. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. Does not matter. Do I condone the shit he does? Absolutely not. I absolutely do not. He does a lot of stuff that I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean I think he's a shitty person. I think that your morals and my morals might just be on different levels, and I don't believe that I have the right to say that your morals should be the same as mine. If you feel like you need to handle things the way you handle it, that's on you. That's not
Correct.
for me to correct you about. That's your doings, you know. So, but like, stop saying that we allow him because what do you want us to physically stop him? We can't.
Right.
No, you can't. We can't rile up a bunch of troops and go to him and say, "Don't do this. We're going to force you to stop doing this, or we're going to force you to not do this." We can't do anything. He's grown. He's going to do what he wants to do, and he'll tell you that himself. Every live where he's done some fuck shit, go back and replay it, because every single live he says, "Nobody condones what I'm about to do or say. I take full responsibility of my own actions. Nobody else here condones it."
But anyway, I just wanted to get up there and say that. I will drop down and let you guys get back to what you were getting back to. And also, I tried to say this yesterday, and I think things are a little bit crazy, but I just want everyone to take hair junking's passing as a sign that maybe we should be a little bit nicer to each other. There's a lot of people that probably had some really hateful last words towards him, and they're never going to get to, like, apologize or, you know, undo that, and it's very heartbreaking. And I don't want the last words I say to someone on this app to be bad. I just don't. I don't think that I want to be sitting in that feeling of remorse and guilt. And, you know, I think I like to look at things in a way of, like, there's always, I don't want people to take this the wrong way, like, because there's nothing good about anyone passing away, but, you know, I try to find the light in something, even when it's really terrible, and let's maybe make the light in this be to treat each other with kindness and more respect, and just let it be a lesson that we don't know when any of us are going to not be here anymore.
It's hard to jump from a Florida man conversation to a hair junkie conversation. But I understand what you're saying.
No,
Yeah.
because I tried to say it yesterday and I didn't get to, and it kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah. No, I get it. It just was it's a hard jump, you know.
Oh, I understand, but I'm just saying that because, like I said, I wanted to say it yesterday and I really didn't get to get it out, and it's really been weighing on my heart. And
Well,
I've been
you
wanting
know
to
what?
say
I
it.
have to say, for all the people who remain a hair junkie and feel remorse, I hope they do. I hope they're hurt, because honestly, he really never did anything bad to anyone, and people were hard on him. And I hope their hearts are hurt right now, because shame on them. he was kind to everyone, and they were cruel.
Yes, they were. They were absolutely cruel to him.
But anyway, I didn't mean to make that jump like that. My ADHD brain does not allow me to stay in one.
And I think that is the only problem. And so I wish he would just stay with the facts because, dude, I mean, he is so entertaining and he has so much evidence. But then when he says some of it's false, then I'm like, well, I can't believe anything you say. So I wish he would make that jump just to keeping with the facts. Because just the words he says is entertaining enough, you know, all the rhetoric around it. So that would be the only thing I would have, you know, to say about Florida Man.
I agree with you here, for it. I'm the same way. And I think I mean, maybe not everybody. I think everybody's done some shit in life where we've not all been perfect. And, you know, I've always said, you know, if you're going to pick one thing, pick the truth. Because I'm never going to defend a lie. And I think that's where he comes into play, where he's always not defending himself when people run with stuff. And then we'll make up these silly stories and then come back and say, oh, no, I was just shitting with you, you know? So, no, I get that. I totally get that. Because he is funny. He is. His dry humor just cracks me up. So.
Or he could say it, but then immediately followed up with, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know, people will like make a laugh out of something, but then he waits for days, you know, to say, I was just kidding about that. And I'm like, stop it,
Yeah.
you're killing me.
I know. I know. But he is funny. He is
hilarious. I mean, I think that's why everyone watches him because he's so freaking funny, you know. But you know, I mean, there's enough funny things to poke fun about, like like the whole Queenie situation. I mean, I thought it was hilarious when he was kind of poking at her, and she's so reactive to it. But like he shows the pictures of 3 bushes, and it was so comical that there was 3 bushes in front of his garage. I mean, that was all he needed. He didn't have to say anything more than that. He didn't have to give addies or anything. It was funny enough.
It was. That's why I always say I can do mess. I can do mess all day long. I think it's funny. Messy and gross, I can't do. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Anyways, and then of course you add Queen Witch in there, and oh my gosh, I mean let the good times roll. I mean, come on.
I know. And then there's Dora. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, Dora.
I think it's great that everybody. I think it's great that everybody has their own little sayings or responses, and you guys, as a whole, love that, right? Yeah. Like, I'm good morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys all fucking love that, and then Dora's response, and then Blue's hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I think that's amazing.
And Megan, can I just say this?
Am I gonna cry? Do I need to go get some tissue?
No, and I'm not gonna cry, but it's kind of funny because you hardly ever read the comments. And the one comment this morning that you picked up on was that shitty comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just ignore the meat. We'll take care of them if we're here. Ignore it, move on, erase it from your mind and keep on going because they're doing it to hurt you. So, um, but read the comments more, okay? It's not the bad ones.
I'm working on it, right? Like I'm working on reading the comments.
Because when you're talking, you're just off looking around.
Don't be like Hair Junkie, Megan. Oblivious to everything happening in your chat.
He
does.
never read the comments
Oh,
ever.
it drove me crazy too. I was like, read your freaking comments.
And he would say, sorry guys, I'm not reading the comments.
Yeah. But Megan doesn't either. Drives me crazy. I have to text her. I'll be like, Megan.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's what you should add to the shirt sleeve. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments.
Sorry, no comments.
That'd be a long sleeve though.
That's funny.
Oh man, I do not. I hate doing sleeves, Megan. I hate sleeves. They look cool, but sleeves are hard for me.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I said like I'm gonna try and do it. I don't want to guarantee because I've done only a few sleeves. They came out pretty good. So depending on what the comment is, how big it is, things like that. So
Are you doing vinyl for sleeves?
I'm gonna do vinyl for sleeves. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That makes it easy because you can print out a bunch of different vinyl.
Yes.
Yeah, that I like. I have a TG G printer, and so I have to like this. I have to do a setup for each one, so it's a little more difficult. But yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you getting a bunch of orders?
I am actually. Yeah.
Good.
I'm
Good.
getting messages. Yeah, I pulled up my spreadsheet yesterday and talked to everybody, put them in there, all that good fun stuff. So I do have to work here in a little bit. Let me just show everybody really fast. If you guys are interested, I am making Hair Junkie shirts. That will be the front of your shirt. This will be the back. And I'm going to try my hardest to put a one-word saying on the sleeve. And that is up to you, whatever saying you want of Hair Junkies on your sleeve. We did reach out to the family. Not me, Too Tall. Reached out to the family, the brother, and sent these screenshots over to him and asked if that would be okay that I make t-shirts for you guys. And all the proceeds will go to the family. Yes. Let me pin that really fast. Oh, I couldn't pin it. Dollars for cremation. I will be reaching out to the restaurant today. Absolutely. I will be reaching out to the restaurant today here in a little bit. They probably don't open up until 11. I typically will not do this. I don't believe in going real life and calling people and all that stuff, but I'm doing it out of goodwill, right? I will be calling the restaurant where the celebration of life will be held at, and I will be talking to a manager about funding that and helping pay that bill off as well. And when I find something out, if they will allow it, I will definitely let y'all know. All right, Too Tall just posted the GoFundMe. Okay, she just posted it in her bio, you guys, so it's there for the people who want to help. Want to help. You know, $2,800 is not a lot to some people, but it is absolutely a lot of money for other people. But I think, you know, TikTok does what TikTok does and comes together, and we could help take some of the burden off of the family's shoulders. But anyways, if you guys are interested in these shirts, you have to send me a message on this here account. This account only, please. I need to keep everything organized as much as possible for what I'm doing here. And for everybody who has already, I got you down, baby. Yeah. Everybody who has sent me a message, thank you for your support for this, right? Thank you. Puppy Love, send me a message. I'll talk to you through messages. I gotta get size and details from everybody. So just send me a message and I'll talk to you about that. They asked us to share GoFundMe with everyone on here, so feel free to be okay. Too Tall. They asked us to share the GoFundMe with everyone, so feel free to repost it. Feel free to go get that link. Whether you have to copy and paste it off of someone else's page, put it in your bio if that's something you want to do. If you're not able to help financially, right? There are many other ways that you guys could help support this. That's one way you guys could help support. Get that link in bio, and let your people know, let your friends and your family and your group know how to reach out and do it and spread the word. Yeah, Too Tall says also if you you want to donate some cat food or some cat toys or some kind of something to a cat shelter. We all know how Hair Junkie felt about little Miss Mariah over there. Blue Blue wants everybody to know he's going to be hosting a live on his platform on Saturday. I think that is a big for me, right? A big sign of support, right? Let's have laughs. Mittens. What's going on with Mittens? We'll play. Oh, those were Mittens ideals. Okay, so shout out to Mittens for those ideals. I guess those were her ideals to donate to the cat shelter and free haircuts. Oh, you think that's what it is? Maybe. Let me turn it off. All right. What time on Saturday? You cut out. I didn't hear you. I'm really not sure. Blue, do you have an estimated time on Saturday, honey? Oh, yeah, there it was, the green screen. All right, everybody, that's Blue. If you don't know, if you want to be a part of his live, to be over there to support him. That's him. Paroli. Hey! Hold on. No, he does not want to play with you in the house. Go. For those of you who are coming in late, there was an update about Hair Junkie and what had happened per the brother. He was found unresponsive. Through health issues, right? So for everybody who is concerned, just know that it was health issues. Liver damage. There was a lot of liver damage going on there. Yeah, I only know what Too Tall said earlier in the live. I have not been talking to the family. She has been. She got permission to let everybody know per the family. She will be going live, I think, later this afternoon. I think she said she was going to join Dora and T's live to talk about it again. So if you missed what she had to say about that, just keep an eye for that live later on this afternoon. I do not know the name of the animal shelter, honey. No, I do not. I don't know. Yeah, I think your local animal shelter, right? I think just knowing that you are doing the right thing, right? Supporting him in that way. And let's just remember, when you do a good deed, this may sound rude to some people, but this is my thoughts, my beliefs. When you do a good deed, right, it's okay to mention, hey, I donated, or hey, I'm doing this, or hey, I'm doing this, but let's not boast about it. Let's not put other people down for not being able to, or let's not use that experience to make yourself feel better on a social media platform because you did something. Doing a good deed is coming from the kindness of your heart, and that is, in my opinion, something that is for you, not for everybody to be, not for the glam, not for the fame, not for the attention, right? So let's not boast about it, right? It's okay to talk about, you know, hey, I just donated here, or hey, I did this, but let's just be mindful, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, 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 honey. I'm not talking about you. That's wonderful that we all know that, right? And there's a difference, and I know it's coming off wrong, right? There is a difference. There's a difference of saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do to help the family versus I did this. What did you do? Right? That's what I'm talking about. Or things like, uh, I donated more than you did, or you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not be rude and nasty and boasting about, right, what we did, because when you do a good deed, it comes from your heart, and that, in my opinion, should be sacred, right? You don't need your good deed to be acknowledged for it to be acknowledged. And I say that to the spiritual people that understand what I'm saying.
And in honor of Hair Junkie, please do it with good intentions.
Yeah.
Not TikTok clout, not this weird shit. He truly did stuff out of good heart and good intentions. I was trying to type it, but my fingers are too fat. I love you. I'm gonna hop back down, but I just want to make that clear, because if you truly love Hair Junkie and know his true intentions, please do it with good intentions.
Hi,
Not
honey.
not out of bad intentions, not selfish reasons, because he was never selfish.
No, he was the first one. He was the first one to pull his fucking debit card out. He was the first one to send money over to somebody who needed it. He was the first one that offered to pay for things that people have ordered that they never paid for, right? Like,
Bye,
and he
baby.
did that out of the kindness of the heart, and that is what I'm talking about.
Right. And he would have been the first one to buy these motherfucking shirts.
Right, right.
And he would have found a way to glitter that bitch, but yeah, just with please do it in good intentions. No selfish reasons, no weird TikTok stuff, and don't create drama over it, because there's a lot of people that truly love and miss Hair Junkie, and we don't want people fighting over this.
Right. And you know what? I'm glad that you brought that up, because maybe, right, I would really like to join this celebration of life. So maybe this is just a thought. Some of the proceeds that are received after material costs and shipping is paid for, maybe we could take some of those proceeds and buy a shirt or two for the family, and give that to you know, the brother and the sissy.
Well,
Something
how
like
about this? I'll buy one shirt for me and one shirt for the sister, and if you want to collect donations for the other person, you can do that.
yeah, okay.
Because I would rather buy one of the family members a shirt than flowers.
Right, right. As flowers are a nice gift to give for funerals. My thoughts, my opinions, if it were me, I would rather have something that's a little more memorabilia.
Right.
Um,
Like what I do for my niece and nephew, like when their mom passed away, and like for my kids, I always make blankets. I always put like pictures on blankets, because when you miss somebody the most, you
right,
really just need a hug from them. And sometimes having a blanket with their picture is kind of like a comfort thing. So, if you talk to the sister or brother, can you ask them if I can do that personally from a gift from me?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I would rather them pick the pictures than me personally go and try to find pictures. If they can send them to you, just do like 9 to 12, because depending on how the pictures are on it in the
right,
setup, you know what I mean? I just to be on the safe side.
right. Yeah. they do have my phone number. I do not have their phone number, so it's going to be up to them to reach out to me to communicate.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
if
what,
if they do, I will definitely, absolutely.
that's what I was gonna say, Megan. Because it's too long to message in the group thing. But I was talking like what Mama Bear said. I was talking to Dora the other day about wanting to send flowers, but in the knowing now the situation with what Too Tall said, that's why I commented about Friday. I'm just gonna put the funds there, um, knowing the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Um,
absolutely.
but how
Is
much?
that TV producer?
How much are the shirts?
Yeah, so I was about to say that too. He actually, we were talking on the back end about that. He wanted to get like a blanket made from his mom's t-shirts. He came up in a live one day talking about it, and I feel bad that I never got the chance to. I was always so busy, and I feel like a piece of shit. If you can ask the family members about that, if they can put that aside, I can have my friend who sews, like, I can give her number to them so they can directly reach to it each other. I don't know if that's something they would want to. Yeah, he did want that. It's actually hold on.
Really fast. I see you looking. Whoever sent me that message that you guys think it's Shannon, it is not Shannon, so leave that account alone, please.
That's kind of what it would look like. I made one for hubby.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I have another one there too of like my people, but it would somewhat look like that. Like I might need more depending on how the pictures are. You know what I mean? So as many pictures as they can send me, because that's what 20 pictures. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 20 pictures. But oh
Yeah,
hell,
those are nice little memorabilias.
yeah. But I think I know he would like something like that for comfort, because that's what he was looking for. So,
All right, I will I'll keep that in mind if they do reach out to me.
and if they want, I'll take pictures of ones I have or have given my nieces and nephews, and I can take pictures. The only thing is, just have them give you like an Amazon like local box. Like you can go pick up your Amazon at a place. If they
Right.
can just pick one of those,
Okay.
because I try to do like I try to do it as a gift, and it didn't work. Like if somebody put a gift, you'd have to put unless they put the pictures themselves. But I don't know if that's too much for them. But if they can find a local place that I can put the Amazon to. But that's all I had to say. I love everybody, and my inbox is always open. I know a lot of people have reached out already, needing to talk. but my inbox is always open, whether it's hair junkie related or with anything else. Just make sure everybody's kind to each other. I love everybody, even the people that aren't very friendly. But just, I love you just because maybe somebody else didn't. So, I love you.
Bye, baby. Love you too, honeys. TV producer, are you still here? Yeah, she's gone. It's okay. Yeah, I'm good, RT. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know, honey, and I'm sorry that I have not reached out to you these past 2 or 3 days. But please understand that it's not um, that I don't care, right? Because I do. But how does one be strong for another when you're not strong for yourself? And that statement is directed towards me, right? Girl, it's hot over here too. That sun is like, I'm getting sunburned. I'm gonna have to go put some suntan lotion on, y'all. Girl, you in Alaska talking about it's hot, honey. Be in Northwest fucking Indiana. This shit is hot right now, girl. It's got to be 100 freaking degrees out. And I'm a big back, so you know I'm sweating. Get the baby oil. Oh shit, girls. Our son never says we don't get a break. You better get you some blackout fucking curtains. Yeah, that's gotta be tough. I don't know, like 90 under the sun up here. You could add, really? Um, yeah, I've worked midnights in my past, and I don't know Like it was very hard to sleep during the daytime after being up like that all night long. I know that's not the same, but still. Hi, honeys. Oh, what's 113th Street in Vegas? I think my first time going to Vegas, I think I was, I don't know, I think I was like 16 or something like that. It was before the kid, yeah, but 16, 17, whatever. And I remember, I think we went in fucking August, girls. Oh my God, I swear, I think it was in August because I remember it being so hot that you seen steam coming up off the fucking streets. It was crazy. August is, yes. Thanks, baby. I appreciate you. Wore some dresses on the back of the motorcycle. My cats were burned from the pavement. Right, girl, right. I was just get ready to say Arizona is pretty, and where are my Texas people at? Whoo! Texas ain't no joke in the summertime, y'all. My son used to live out in fucking Austin, and I would fly down there every fucking summer and stay with him, and it ain't no fucking joke in Texas. What's up?
Tell me why these people live in dirt and heat. Up here, we don't live in dirt and heat. Their animals look like they dying out there because they're all skinny and thirsty. People watered up. And I live in Ohio, you live in Indiana, and we got grass, we got lots of grass, we got rivers, we got plenty of water. Why you guys live out there? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And our temperatures never go over 100 degrees. If they do, we don't work that day. You know what I mean?
we stay our asses in the house.
Yeah, our asses are in the house. Thank God for that. I've been out in that work. I mean, I baled hay in that 100 and some degrees. And I'm telling you what right now, nope. I just wondered why people live in like Arizona and Nevada. It's all dirt. I've been to Las Vegas. Yeah, a lot of dirt, okay? It's a lot of dirt. And what do them animals eat out there? All you see is tumbleweeds running around. You know what I'm saying? They chew on them things and cactuses. And that. So yeah, they can have that. Alaska's beautiful though, RT. Alaska is beautiful. I have friends that live up there. Beautiful up there. Except you guys.
Love watching RT.
Yeah.
When she goes on her outings and shows us RTs, or not RTs, shows us Alaska. Like, I love watching.
Yeah, and when Christmas comes, and she's got so much snow, it is so beautiful around her house.
She used to put that camera in front of that big window she used to have, and then Ellie would look around, and we watch the birds, and it's fucking beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how beautiful it is up there. I would live up there. Because they got green grass and they got trees, okay?
Yeah.
They might have a lot of light, but I worked a lot of midnight shifts when I worked for the Turnpike. So that never bothered me. And that I'd work 10, 12 hours midnight and go home and sleep. I'm a sleeper. When I sleep, I sleep. I don't care if it's daylight or night. And that never bothered me.
Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
I'm just going to give y'all a little Vegas story for you to laugh. So the first time I ever went to Vegas, it was in December, and my husband had to go for work, and we took our son with us because we've always been told that like winter Vegas is totally different than summer Vegas.
Right.
So my son, well, he'll be 17, I don't know, 15 days or something. He was about 10 at this time, and you know, they have all the streetwalkers. Well, they were being really respectful, and like when we would be walking by, they would turn or whatever. Well, we had got on an escalator to go up to cross the street, and there was one of those ladies in front of us on the escalator, and she had on a big pair of wings, a pair of black thongs, and she had on like black fishnet hose, and then and they were like up to her knees and then attached with a suspender looking strap to her bottoms or whatever.
Oh, that was me.
Heels. Was it you, Chunk?
Yeah, right? When I was skinny, so go ahead. I was a pole stripper. Go ahead.
should have known it was you. It's always
The
you.
hooker with heels, baby.
Well, so he's like 10, and he's got these little goofy teeth and these little glasses, and he's really a quiet kid. He doesn't say much, and we're following her up this escalator across the street, and he says, Mom. I said, what, bub? He said, she's a butt muncher. I said, a what? He said, a butt muncher. He said, her butt's trying to eat her panties. He didn't realize it was thongs, and she was a bigger girl.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, butt muncher. Been called
That's
that
so
before.
cute. Kids are wonderful, aren't they, you guys? Oh my
Yes.
God.
He and him being quiet made it even better because I couldn't help but laugh when he said it though, because I was like, well, kinda, but yeah.
Did the girl happen to overhear that comment? Or
No, she
no?
didn't. Or if
Okay.
she did, she didn't turn
She
around.
didn't say anything. Yeah.
I'm sure if she heard it, she would have probably laughed too.
Yeah.
Because it's just a kid; they can't help it. But
Right.
it was quite hilarious.
I,
He
I
used to
had
call me Big Booty Judy because I'm a big back too.
My
He would
kids call me
Big-
that too. My older daughter, when she was younger, she would call me Big Booty Judy.
Yep, Big Booty Judy. That's
Yup. I
so.
got called
they
that
just
plenty
call me
times.
fat ass. I don't know what the deal is with that. They said, man, you got a fat ass. And I said, I know, I don't know why. You can play marbles on the dimples on my ass. You know what I'm
Tell him
saying?
that's more cushion to the pushing, honey.
No, yeah, really. Well, I tried that, and then I divorced that, and then I buried him out back, but I'm not supposed to tell nobody that. So anyways,
No, because you
yeah,
get that check, right?
that's right. Thank you. You remember. Anyways, yeah, so anyways, I bought me one of them dolls that you blow up, but it got stuck on my ceiling fan, and I'm too short to get it down, so I don't know what the hell to do. He's just running around up there. I asked my friends, I've asked my son. They won't go in there and take him down, so every night I go to bed, I look up, and I see him up just going around on my ceiling fan, just whizzing
I thought
around.
you might have bit him and he blew out the window.
Little Chunk, I'm sorry. Could we see that?
Yeah,
Could we
yeah,
please
yeah,
see
I'll
your
show you
bald
that, all
doll
right.
hanging
Yeah.
from your ceiling fan?
my
What's
my
his name?
my
Does he
my
have a
boss
name?
my boss about freaked out when I asked him, and that he's passed away now, but God bless his soul. But I said, Steve, can you do me a favor? He said, what's that? I said, can you step over the house for a minute? He said, what you need fixed? I said, well, you know Bernie. He said, yeah, I remember Bernie, because I named him Bernie because I like that. And he
Bernie's the
said, I
name of
said,
your blow up doll.
yeah. He said, what happened with Bernie? He said, you need him patched or something? You need him blown up or something? You want to bring the air compressor over? And my boss just lives right next door to me, And I said, okay. I said, no. I said, but he's stuck on my ceiling fan. Can you come? No, hell no. So anyways, I said, okay. I said, fine. So my boss do anything for me. So this is another story. This is a funnier one. He went in and he goes, I'm going into Kroger's because he had to get some produce and that for the store, because it's a deli and we do all kinds of stuff there and it's a meat market. So anyways, he goes in there. He goes, you need me to pick up anything? I said, yeah, pick up my prescription, which is my blood pressure medicine, because I'm old. So anyways, he picks it up and he brings it back, and he said, what was this for? And I said, that's my herpes medicine, sir. He said, I picked up your goddamn herpes medicine. They all know me there. And I'm picking up your goddamn herpes medicine. What the hell's wrong with you, girl? I said, why? I said, they think me and you. No, they probably think me got it too. And I said, oh, shame, shame, shame. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't pick up people's meds, Steve. But he's gone now. I miss him, but it was funny. And then he
I'll
come
tell
back,
you a
gave that
good
back
one.
to me. What?
I'll tell you a good one. I just moved to Tennessee, but I'd had the same hairdresser in Kentucky for years, and we were best friends outside of the hair. Well, we grew up in the days where you prank call people before caller ID or anything. So we were all the time like, if I was at her house, we would call her in-laws and mess with them, or call some of our other friends, just been crazy. And of course, they all knew it was us because we'd die laughing at the end of it. But one time she convinced me to call her husband, and he did not know it was me. I called his cell phone, and I told him my name was Brittany, and I was from Kroger Pharmacy. And I had gotten a new prescription for him, and I just wanted to make sure because he had never had that prescription before. And he asked me what the prescription was, and I said, "Well, it's called Triactin." He said, "Triactin?" He said, "I don't think my doctor called that in." And I said, "Well, I'm sorry. It says it come from Doctor whoever his doctor was." And he said, "What is Triactin for?" And I said, "It's Triactin like a fucking man." He got so mad at me. He came in, cussed me out because he figured it was me then. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he got him some Triactin like a man.
Try acting like a damn man and that. Hey, Don,
Exactly.
I tell you what, don't bring a cadaver dog to my house, okay? That's all I'm asking, okay? Do not bring a cadaver dog to my house, okay? If there's a fire, anything in this house, do not bring them dogs to sniff out, things that are not living no more. And that, because that's where you bury them. And that. So, yeah. Even though I've only been married once, but I got a couple of husbands out there. And that, but, oh, and Meg and I had the grandkids this weekend. And that, and what's funny about they're twins, they're 2-year-old, but they're not identical twins. And, it's funny because Ellie, the one that has a bad heart, she had open heart surgery, and when she was 2 months old, she was born with the holes in her heart. But they might have to do another one on her because they found another hole in her heart. And she's 2 now. But anyways, this girl is so funny. She says, I say, my son's name is Jimmy. And I'll say, "Jimmy," I said, "do the girls want some watermelon or peaches or whatever?" Because I bought some for him. And he's like, "You guys want watermelon?" And Ellie will go, "Jimmy, Jimmy." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Dad." And she said, "No, Jimmy. Kathy called you Jimmy." And I said, "Well, I'm Grandma." And she said, "No, you're Kathy." I'm like, what the hell? This girl calling me Kathy, and then she's calling her dad Jimmy. Jimmy got so mad at her. Yeah, bless her heart is right. She's so cute. She's so darn cute. I don't put them on the internet, though. Did you hear that, Megan?
No, what happened?
Allie, the one that might have to have open heart surgery again. My little granddaughter, remember? I
Yeah.
was telling you about it. Well, anyways, they were over yesterday. The twins were, her and Hadley were, and I called Jimmy. I say, "Jimmy, do the girls want peaches, watermelon, something to snack on?" And anyways, Ellie turns around and goes, "Jimmy, Jimmy," and he goes, "I'm Dad." Like, stop calling me Jimmy. So then she turns around at me and she said, "Kathy." And I said, "I'm Grandma." And she said, "Kathy." And then she put her arm down like this. She's got a bad mouth on her. I mean, she cusses like a sailor, and I don't know where in the fuck she gets it from, okay? And then, but anyway, she goes, "Oh shit." Like that hits her arm. And Jimmy just laughs about it. He said, "She's been calling me Jimmy now. She don't call me Dad, she calls me Jimmy." And Hadley goes, "I call him Daddy, like that. But yeah, they're not identical twins. They're totally separate. I just don't, I've never had their pictures on the internet, and I never will have their pictures on the internet. And then, it's too sneaky around here. People use pictures like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, they were so cute though. They were over here, well, he stopped by for about maybe 6 hours yesterday. And and they had cucumbers, blueberries, a popsicle, and bratwurst for dinner.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
cute.
yeah, a healthy but not healthy, but healthy dinner. And that's what I fix them that all the time. I make sure it's healthy and a little bit not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Caretaker neighbors concrete slippers.
What? The cussing? No idea where she get it from? Well, I never fucking cuss. Are you kidding me? And that shit, no. Hell no. you know? But it's funny when it comes out of a 2-year-old's mouth because they don't know how to say it correctly.
Right.
And that it's like, oh my lord. And they're potty trained now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that, but yeah. But my boy had to have twins on his first set of kids, of course. And that, so good for him. I put his picture up on my Facebook or on my thing. No one's ever seen my son, and they're like, "Why is your son so good looking and you're not?" And I'm like, "Shut up. That's not nice."
Good morning, honey. Freaking sitting.
Uh-huh. Hold on.
Where's Gannon?
Yeah, vote for Prairie Girl. Me the F either. I know. Hey, I'm a 60s child. I can say whatever I want. We grew up with the cuss words and Everything. No internet, one TV. So, how far do you live in Indiana from Ohio, Megan?
Depending on what part of Ohio, but I'm like 3 hours from the border.
I live in Sandusky.
Oh
Cedar
yeah,
Point.
so I think because you're not far into Ohio, right, from Sandusky. So I think it's like a 4-hour drive from where I'm at.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad. Because everybody goes to Cedar Point.
Yeah, we never been to Cedar Point. We're typically Six Flags pass holders. We haven't have pass holders in probably 2 years, but that's usually where we go. I would
What?
love to go to Cedar Point because I hear wonderful things about it.
Get that lighter from him.
Give me
Dawn. Dawn's my neighbor. She was in Toledo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we go to Toledo and that. I like Toledo. They got nice restaurants and they got good hospitals up there.
Yeah.
I like Toledo. That's where I spent my year when I had Mercer. Oh, I broke my leg, broke my hip, got Mercer. Had to spend almost a year in the hospital trying to get rid of Mercer.
Thank you.
It almost killed me. I almost Doctor said I was real lucky because Mercer usually doesn't make a person come out of it. But University of Toledo is where I spent. Dr. Ibrahim fixed me all up. I love that doctor up there. And then they fired him. I'm like, what'd they fire him for? What did he do wrong? Is that why my leg's crooked?
All right. Kelly, really fast. I know you're just waking up and you're just joining. I know I sent you a message. But Too Tall was just here a little bit ago and she announced what happened to Hair Junkie per the family's request, right? They said it was okay to let everybody know. She will.
It was natural, right?
It was natural. Yeah. It was a natural death. Health issues, right? She will be joining. I think Better Days and or Dora's live, whoever decides to go live later on this afternoon to let everybody else know who missed my live this morning. So just keep an eye on that, Kelly. I know you know what's going on, but I wanted you to know that we were announcing it. I didn't want you to come on TikTok and be blindsided by what we were doing. I also sent Jana a message too this morning, so when she gets on TikTok, she's not blindsided by what we're doing, right? What, baby?
Did he pass asleep?
They don't know. He said that when he was unresponsive, there was a lot of liver damage done, and it was just health issues, cause of death. I believe there's an autopsy going on. I don't know.
They usually do an autopsy when they.
Yeah, autopsy.
Something like that.
I don't know anything about that autopsy.
See, I'm at that age where I think about that too. At 65, you know, it's like, you know, are you gonna know what's gonna happen? And I only pray, either I'm in my sleep or it's done quickly. I do not want to be hooked up to machines. No.
Do we know, Too Tall, if you're in here, do we know, like obviously somebody had to call medic, right? Do we know who that person is that, I don't know, did they find him? Were they with him when it happened? Do we know who that person is who made that phone call? And if not, I mean, if she's not in here, I'll just send her a message.
Mom, you know how bad I need to push even better funny. There's a fly on the floor. Are you watching? What am I?
Megan, you working today?
I am. I'm gonna end it at 10 o'clock. I do have to work today.
Hey,
Hi, honeys.
I think Hair Junkie had
a friend that lived not very far from him.
Yeah, we do know about the friendships of the neighbors that he had.
But I don't know.
Right. Yeah, he
You know
talked.
more than I do now.
Yeah. Just swimming. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with who you are. I don't know if you're really requesting a box. So if you are, then just let me know. I don't want to bring people in the box and say, "Oops, sorry." Like that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Is Mama
What?
baseball in here? I gotta see if I'm still grounded. I got grounded yesterday, Megan.
For what? What'd you do, girl?
I called Skittles. See you next Tuesday.
Uh-oh. You heard him.
Oh Lord.
Well, she was calling everybody else that, and then she said, "Yo, Mama," to and that me off even more. So, and I
Well,
never say that word.
I'm gonna hop down because I'm gonna watch a movie, but I love all you guys. And Megan, what I wrote in your thing yesterday, I really meant. You know, me waking up in the morning and seeing you and smiling like everybody else, it makes our day. Laughing, whatever, it makes our day.
Well, thank
Especially the
you.
good morning, TikTok. You know, and Trixie really makes our
Good
day.
morning, TikTok.
Okay, Chunk, shut up. Can you do me a favor, Megan? Please stop advertising HJ's death. Like, you're really making me sick, and I'm trying so hard to be kind. And seriously,
Who in the fuck? She told me shut up.
Hood Rich, you dumb fucking cunt. You are not allowed in here. Me and Hair Junkie, we're best fucking friends. Fuck off.
Tell me to shut up.
Who was it?
You guys tap the screen.
Yay!
Let me tell you something, fucking Hood Rich. Nobody's advertising anything, honey. There are a lot of people on this app who are hurt, who are dealing with grief because of this traumatic situation. You don't like what I'm doing over here?
Go, doors that way.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, that was Hood Rich? Oh, Lord. So is she gonna go around and tell everybody that? Everybody that's grieving him? She's gonna go around and
No,
tell everybody?
she's not going to tell everybody that. She's going to come in here and tell me that, and she's going to get me all wild up thinking I'm going to fucking speak out of character, and then there's another reason for the app to fucking drag my ass. Not this time, bitch.
No,
Not
not this
happening.
time. Don't be
Everybody's
telling me
fine.
to shut the fuck up. I don't know who in the fuck she thinks she is, but I might be old, but I'll tell you what, I still got some fucking shit in me.
I'll break the see you next Tuesday out again.
It was absolutely gross and disgusting, and she just showed her true colors.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I gotta jump down, so nice talking to all you guys. Take care, and Megan, you're doing Hair Chunky proud. You are. You were one of his friends. He loved you no matter what anybody said about you.
Hey,
Thank you for
Buddha.
that.
That's true.
Flash 420, I see you. How are you doing? I know that you were a mod of his at one point, right? And I've been meaning to reach out to you. Okay.
Here, you should play this clip for them.
Hey, I lip read that last one. That last word.
Love Megan.
Here, Hood Rich. Have you heard this?
Some people say, why? Why do you love her? I just do. I love Megan. Some people say, why? Why do you love her? I just do. I love Megan.
Exactly.
Some people say, why? Why do you love her? I just do. I love Megan.
Because you can't be as wonderful as a person that I am. You don't have the people on this app that love you the way that they love me, and you're fucking jealous by it.
Hi, doors that way.
I have to